Okay.
Hi everyone, welcome to ELI, the place where you get your daily dose of inspiration for entrepreneurship. And today we have with us Mr. Yashwant Budhwani, CEO at GoWash, a auto washing and detailing service at your doorstep. Hi Yashwant, welcome to ELI.
Hi everyone.
Yashwant, I'd like to start with your introduction. Why don't you introduce yourself to our audience, please?
Okay, so I am from Nagpur and I'm the founder and CEO of GoWash. So basically, GoWash is about doorstep auto detailing and car washing. And I have been working on this project for last 12 months, like continuously. But the project and R&D started last 2 years. I'm not having a stereotype background. Like I'm not having a proper education stereotype. So I did my 12th, and after that I did learn things practic in a practical manner. So yes, like most of the things I've learned from my mentors, about the finance, product development, electronics, and internet, of course. So yes, I do believe in crazy things.
Okay. Tell us more about your venture. What exactly you are doing at GoWash?
So basically, with GoWash, we have built an ecosystem, where we have invented the technology, where we have invented the software, and we have registered the patents as well, and we have introduced the concept as well. So because of this ecosystem, what is happening? The services that we are providing into the market at the rates that we are providing, basically, you can say we are providing the best services at the best rates possible. And while we are providing this kind of services at very affordable rates, still we are able to pay our washing partners really good. So you can say our washing partners makes about 25,000 rupees of profit every month. At the same time, we are able to give 99 rupees washes to the public. So this is all happening because of the ecosystem that we have built. Basically, we have worked a lot in the cost reduction part, so that has enabled this kind of services at these rates. So our USP is the services and the rates. And also, the kind of software that we are working on, this would be for the first time, it's still about to release. It will release on Jan 2021. This would be for the first time one can book on demand professional car washing service at their doorstep, live with on time bookings. They can simply see the washing partners around and they can simply book, and the service will be get done in minutes. So that's the vision that we're looking for Go Wash.
Okay. So every
Yes.
entrepreneurship is about solving a problem in society and getting compensated
Yeah,
for it. Uh,
exactly.
you have to tell me what is the exact problem you are solving in our society.
So, our target audience, are the car owners. So basically, with the car owners, what is the thing? They don't have time. Okay, they have a value of their time, and at the same time, they want to get a good service for their car. Basically, good washing service or good auto detailing service for their car. So if they want that kind of service with the high power tools, they have to go to the washing center. If they are going to the washing center, they have to wait in a on the queue, and at the end they still have to pay more. Or else the other options they are left with, the traditional way was, everything was equipped in a omni van, and the car owners used to, they can simply call them. But the service was very expensive with that kind of process, with the omni van equipped everything and two people are coming to wash, because there was a lot of burn involved in that process. Only there were many biofuel burned. Also, you know it was not eco friendly, and thus everything is, the resources are burned so much, the things are not asset light. So yes, these were the problems that we recognized, in the society, in the market, and the solution that we provided for this. So what we did, as I told you, like, there was an option, where car owners can get the service at the doorstep, but it was from the omnivan structure. Omnivan basically, like, take any van, you can simply equip the tools inside the van: car washing tools, pressure washer, vacuum cleaner, rubbing, polishing machine, anything you can equip in that, and you you also have to have a generator to power those machines. So what we did with the e-vehicle, we are, by the way, we are in the partnership with the Hero Electric. So they also helped us to build this e-vehicle where, the power source we have with the e-vehicle only, and we have a design. We made a design and we equipped all the tools that were in the Omnivan in a two-wheeler only. So with this, first of all, everything is eco-friendly. Also, we save water while washing the car. So we use very less resources that were taken, like 90% less resources. That was the case with the traditional Omnivan. So thus, we are able to charge less to the customers, even though we are providing, best quality service at their doorstep. And that too, it's a fast doorstep service, because um, there is only one manpower that is required to do these services. Instead of two people, you have with the Omnivan, you have to have a driver and a washer. With this vehicle, you can have, one person on a two wheeler, and he can do the job. It's all about the process and the execution you do. So we made the whole thing simple, and making things simple is the most difficult thing to do. And yeah, that's how we are doing the services.
Okay. Yeah, it is true. Making things simple is definitely the most difficult thing. Uh, I would like to understand how it all started. How did you start Go Wash? In fact, I would like to understand why you have thought of becoming an entrepreneur. What is your motivation behind that?
So currently, like I was working, like I'm working from last 6 years. You can say I'm working after my 10th standard only. So I was a digital influencer before. I You can say like I have never worked like under someone. Like I was mostly making money from internet only before, but I was working alone. That was the thing. The vision, like why I started GoWash, is because I'm a problem solver. I can't, and I love to solve puzzles. Basically, it's nothing. There's nothing like I don't like to learn. I mean, if there is something that excites me, definitely I would learn. And it sure, like it should cash in someday, like any information that I'm learning. That's why you can say, I left, schooling system, because I felt, the information that I'm getting from, this system is and then not, it's not going to make money for me. So yes, like the information that I wanted, first of all, I wanted to work with the team. Okay, because throughout the time I was a nerd, I used to be in a room, doing internet things and making from internet. It's a very lonely job to do, to be honest. I wanted to work with the team. I wanted to learn the leadership, because I always thought there is something more I can do about, and there is more I can utilize my time, and there is much better outcome I can take from my time investment. So the reason, like, we started Go Wash, and the reason I was excited about Go Wash. So I used to have a car, and there was a local car washing center in Nagpur. So I gave my car in that center, and they charged me 1800 rupees to clean the car. Still, they didn't do a satisfactory job. So so I was a product developer from my childhood only. I used to do many science projects and things, and I'm like, from childhood only I was into batteries. So I knew like what's the capacity, like the capacity of the technology that we have and how we can implement it. So I saw the tools that they were using, so I thought, this can be equipped on a two-wheeler. So currently, we failed for 4 times. So currently, the washing vehicle we have the fourth version of washing vehicle. We started with the Honda Navi that I was having before. We, got confidence from that. It was a disaster. The first execution was a disaster, but we learned, like the market response, and we learned the gap, and we got confident about the demand, like how, like in future, like if this thing scales up, like there is a demand. So the reason behind starting the Go Wash, like I had a bad experience with the current infrastructure that was having for auto detailing. So yes, I thought that can be done in very smoother manner and in a better manner while keeping the rates low. So thus actually what used to happen, this people were excited about this kind of services, but those were expensive. So they don't actually prefer to do it every once a while. Like they used to have a bucket wash guy, and at the end, what happens with the bucket wash guy, you deteriorate your car every time you get your car cleaned from a bad bucket wash guy, which is the majority case. So if a customer wants to have a really good service, they have to pay high. So we analyze that gap. People want really good service, but they don't want to pay much. So we analyze that, and with the tech, what we did, we are we the product quality is same here. Even actually, we have the options, that no other company is having the options. So we also increased the product quality while reducing the cost a lot with the e-vehicle and the processes that we built. So yes, this was the reason we've started working on the Go Watch, and it took us 2 years to make the product that we have made today. And so as I said, like the first one was the disaster, the first model that we made. So now today the task that can be done under 40 minutes, back then with the first model it took us about 2.5 years to 3 years. So time management was from starting only. Like we knew like the more and more we can save time, the more and more money we can make. So like we worked throughout that in 2 years.
Okay. One thing I am very curious to know about is when you quit your studies after 10th, didn't your parent say anything?
This said a lot.
And how
So
did you convince them? After
actually it's
10th,
not like, if I have to be honest, it was not so easy to convince your parents. Like if you are from a tier 2 city, it's actually very difficult. Like in Nagpur, people are so conservative about things. Everyone is like, engineer banna hai, doctor banna hai, ye career option hai, ye karna hai. Because people don't trust other options because they have not explored it yet. And they don't have a example to relate with. So जो चीज लोगों को दिखता नहीं है वो उस पर विश्वास नहीं करता. So yes, like quitting, like I didn't quit studies after 10th. I quit studies after 12th standard. I started working after 10th. I like like when I was when I started making money. After that I quit studies. So after that my parents were convinced about this, and like I haven't taken any money from my parents to do anything I do crazy. It's a very risky thing to do. Like you lose money, like in India, like no one will give you money for research and development. That's the reality. People don't actually promote philanthropy or much. There are some people who are doing it, but at the end, if you go to like any businessman, locally, if you go to any businessman, I'm talking about Nagpur, and आप बोलोगे यार लो आज 1 साल तक के आप इतना इन्वेस्टमेंट करो, इसका इतना ऐसा आउटकम हो सकता है. He will be like, जब तक आपने आउटकम नहीं निकाला है, you can't take money from bank or anywhere. So it's very difficult to close people for investment for research and development. So you have to do it by your own, and that was the only way I was having. And that too takes time, and you have to study also for that. So yes, you have to start things by your own. And reason quitting the education was I was not even focusing on education after some time. So I thought, instead of, see, when you enroll for a college or things, so there is a time investment in that as well. So if you're clear about you don't want to do that, leave it, because there are much better plays currently I'm learning on. Like there are many experienced people who are teaching me about entrepreneurship, about finance and things. So yes, like I'm getting to learn way much more that I can think I can learn from college.
Okay. Yashwant, can you tell us what is wrong in our current education system in the context of entrepreneurship?
um I don't know, like there are some changes I heard about, like with the education system recently. I don't know that, the recent update, but when I was in the education system, you can say, 3 4 3 साल 4 3 4 साल ही हुआ है, इतना ज़्यादा समय नहीं हुआ है. So um, see, they don't track your education first of all. They don't track. They just, आपको रट्टा मारना पड़ेगा, and they will track from the exam paper sheet, and they don't update their content. That's the biggest mistake they do. They have, 10 20 years old content and things. And nowadays, every single year industries change. Like every single year you will see some new product is coming, and it's, beating the industry. So it's like things should be so much, practical, like in the content factor, the, books content I'm talking about. They have very, outdated content, I would say. And at the end, they don't tell you the goal, like why would I study this, like what will happen if I study this, like what will exactly, like why this information will cash in for me. Miko, at the end, like if it's about money, see, everything you do at the end, it's about money. The career you're building, the, career line you're going to, doctor banna, engineer banna, because you have seen people making money out of it. At then उनको भी ट्रेनिंग कराती है कंपनीज, उनके अपडेटेड चीज़ों के लिए. So you should be a fast learner first. You should be, good at learning and analysis. हमारे स्कूल में, ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर बना है कि, आपको रट्टा मारना पड़ेगा विदाउट लर्निंग एंड एनालिसिस. बेसिकली दे वोंट टीच यू, हाउ टू एनालाइज समथिंग. So, the structure should be something that will teach you to analyze this, and that's not the case.
Okay,
It's
that brings.
about to teach you. It's about to teach you how to follow other people. It's basically, like with the education system, entrepreneurs won't be there. If someone is going to the education system, they will be the followers. They won't be the leaders. With the current scenario I'm telling about.
Okay. Then I have a very interesting question for you on that. Uh, would you advise someone to go through the education system, to someone who is curious enough to become an entrepreneur, who is enterprising enough to become an entrepreneur?
See, it actually depends. As I said, the mentors that I'm having right now, the people who are teaching me things right now, it all depends from where you are getting things learned. It all depends like who is teaching you. There is a reason Harvard and Stanford has a status today. There is a reason, big companies hire people from Harvard or Stanford, because they know the teachers. They know, like they know, like what students are. Basically, they have the updated information. And today also, like, if you see, there is a Harvard is doing online coaching. So at the end, it's all about the information, and information, like who is providing the information, the teacher. It's all about, teaching. So yes, it depends actually, like who is teaching you things. It depends on that.
I understand your point, but still you have to answer me in a very Indian context. Somebody just like you who is in his 10th standard and watching this video, would you recommend him to go through the education system, or would you recommend him quit just like you did?
If he wants to become the entrepreneur, I would actually recommend him, do some, like if he still wants to stick to the, traditional education, do something very normal, and go to a incubation, like startup incubator, and just start a small project that will, help you to learn about practicality of execution. So yes, like that would be my advice. Actually, I always, or else, you can join a startup if you want to learn about education, entrepreneurship. Actually, I always think, like if I was having an opportunity. See, I am from Nagpur, and you won't see much startups in Nagpur. Here we have, like I would say, we have a very, I would say one of the worst, startup resources we have, in this place. So you don't have much options around. So if like if I know things currently, like how things work, but if I wanted to know from the best place, I would join a startup. From there I would, and not something, like someone who is already, having a good background, someone who is having a not good of background, someone who is starting from scratch. There I will get to learn basically where I can relate things with. So, and specifically I would like to work with some founders, like who have, like who had same experience like mine in past. So yes, I would join something, very simple there, where I don't have to invest much of my time, and at the same time I will work with a startup with right people. So that's what I would do, like if I want to learn about entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship is all about how you execute it. Basically, you don't know. See, an entrepreneur doesn't know about a single thing. He knows small things about everything, and he knows how to line those things. Yes. So you need to learn about execution, and that will you will only get this information if you see someone doing it. So join a startup or join a company, a small company where you can make a change.
Got you.
Yes.
Got you. Um, Tell us, what are the challenges you have faced so far being an entrepreneur and building your venture?
So there are many, honestly, like every day there is a new challenge. But the the biggest a challenge that we faced was the pandemic thing. With pandemic, actually we launched our business model, like a proper business model, in this pandemic only. We got government authorization to work. But even though we were having customers and everything in this pandemic, but the problem is, if you want to scale up, you need investors. So this investment thing was paused all the time. Recently, it has started growing. So yes, and the biggest challenge is, like I we were so much invested in the business and things, and we were not having a proper guide before. So we didn't make a advisory board. So now we are working on a proper advisory board. Basically, if you know where to go, that's the difficult thing to find out, like to find the right direction. And someone who has the experience, they can only tell you the direction. They have the experience. Even though you can be so good at what you are doing, your product is good, you have everything right, but if you don't know where to start, if you don't know like how to get those things on the right path, it's simply impossible for you, or it will take years to analyze what's right, what's wrong, and by that time you will get exhausted. So the biggest challenge was to find the right people who can guide us in a right path. Yes.
Okay. Tell us about your mentors, since you have been talking a lot about your mentors. Tell us, what role does mentorship play in the journey of entrepreneurship, and tell us more about your mentors, from what background they are, what they have taught you.
Okay, so it wasn't like like there is a one mentor. So throughout the life there was different mentors about it, and they taught different things. So first of all, like when I was at the eighth standard, like someone, like I met with a designing teacher. I'm having a designing background. So like what happened, like anything I used to make, he used to appreciate that thing, because he knew, like if I will appreciate him, he will do better things and he will improve his, just because someone will appreciate him. So he found out that, and after that, like at one point I got to know, okay, like अभी चने के झाड़ पे चढ़ा रहे हैं, ठीक है. So it was, but at the end, I got to know like the kind of effort I was giving in that, like when someone will put their like time and effort for, let's say, continuously for 2 days, if they, I was not so focused before, but there was a goal, the appreciations was my goal, and I put my 2 days to make something. I made the Iron Man thing, like that. So then they helped me to find out about my strengths, about my capability. So like I got that mentor initially, and currently the startup advisory and the mentor, we have the Shrikant sir with us. So basically Shrikant Chaudhary is the investor and mentor, and he advises us about like business growth, business development, and most importantly entrepreneurship, how to handle things in the worst case scenarios. He has taught us a lot. So yes, a right mentor can change anything in your life.
Okay. Perhaps my last question to you. Uh,
Mhm.
Tell us, what are the interesting lessons you have learned as entrepreneur, which can shorten the learning curve of other entrepreneurs out there who are just starting out.
So like one thing like everyone says is, never give up. Simply just don't give up. Like you will lose the moment you quit. So that's the thing. If you don't quit, you won't lose. And I would say like in this pandemic as well, like I heard about it, like many startups are falling. I would say, see, you will find many reasons to quit, but there will be like very less reasons, and you will find many people to tell you and badge you about things, like aise mat karo, aise mat karo. But yeah, at the end, if you believe in that thing, okay, like if you believe what you are doing right, so like in entrepreneurship, like I know many things like are calculated according to the data, but there are some things that should be calculated from the gut feeling. That's what I learned, because it's, see, startup is all about new things. When you're doing something new, no one can calculate the future because it's yet to be executed. So it's your gut, your feeling, and if you are about to take that risk on your gut, if you can execute this or not. But it all depends, like, and yes, most importantly, learn to take risk. Like I have seen some entrepreneurs, like they call themselves entrepreneurs, but they're not taking risk. And they actually, see, there is one thing, like if you don't calculate, you will make loss, of course, but you should also calculate the risk factor and profitability. And yes, everything is not about money. At the end, it's about to share things. So yes, as an entrepreneur, like help others entrepreneurs to grow and get more and more touch with entrepreneurs, so you can be right at your path also. Because if you see like many people who have made these mistakes, learn from it. Be the fast learner, like keep learning, never quit learning.
Okay, I think that was a great message to end with. Anything else you want to share, or shall we call this a session?
um I don't know, like this is much it. Like this was the first time I was interacting like this.
Mhm.
Yes, but one thing I would say, never stick to your comfort zone as an entrepreneur. Like if you think because it, see, the reality is, you can't actually have the freedom of doing things, like at the end you have to do boring things, no matter, like you will, if you find a job boring, and you think like with the entrepreneurship, or with opening a business or company will make you happy, you are definitely thinking wrong. It's not like that. It will become more boring and boring stuff. But yes, at the end the achievement is high, so that will drive you. So yes, you can invest what you love, but it's like you can't do something what you love.
Mhm. It's a high risk, high
And
return game.
there is
Mhm.
something, rich dad. Yes, there is a book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad thing. It,
Mhm.
there is a lot about, like in this topic they have explained a lot in that,
Okay,
and that's the reality actually. Yes,
awesome. It was a pleasure to host you, and I myself have learned a lot, and you are definitely inspiration for young people out there.
and
Uh,
definitely one thing I have to say about Priya, like
sure.
um, see many, see, as currently this thing is not having a profitable mode, but he's taking the risk. Like the time investment is the risk. And with this great vision, like I too feel like the more and more entrepreneurs will share thoughts. Specifically, more and more entrepreneurs should talk about failure instead of success, so that will basically prevent the failure. So yeah, that should be done.
Okay. Thanks for the kind words. On this on this note, I'd close this session, and that is it for today's episode. Listeners, you can follow Yashwant on LinkedIn by typing Yashwant Budwani. Uh, Thanks for your time, Yashwant, and our best wishes for your venture.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Priya.
Goodbye, everyone. Stay tuned to ELI.